Hi travelers, this is day 14 of me planning a trip, and today I'm going to be talking about something really important. Like, these are a bunch of things that you really need to do right before you're leaving, important things that people don't pay attention to much, and it becomes an issue down the line. So, something that I really think is very high in terms of priority on my list is always getting my data roaming on when I am traveling. Fortunately, I have international call roaming available on my cell phone. I don't have to subscribe to it, especially, but I need it for the data. And the benefit of doing this is when you arrive in a new country and you don't have a SIM there yet, instead of buying a SIM at the airport, which is obviously going to cost you more, just get data roaming on and you will be able to have access to data while you're traveling. So at least you can get through from the airport to the hotel without any issues. You can inform people back home that you've arrived safely. You can use the internet for your cab app. Basically, get through the first hour or two very easily. Using my data roaming was actually beneficial also because in Saudi Arabia you really aren't allowed to use WhatsApp for calling. But on my data roaming, I was able to use WhatsApp calls very easily because it was my own data and my own VPN. Yes, you can work around the VPN. I don't really know how to do it, but you can do that to make calls internationally. Okay, the next thing that I think is very important that I usually do before I'm traveling is getting my cards, all my debit cards or a credit card that I'm going to be using internationally. I will call their helpline and inform them that I am traveling so they do not block my cards in case I'm using it internationally and they think it's fraudulent activity. So, no blockage there, I'm easily able to use it internationally. Next up is a list of all your local phone numbers, family and friends. In case you lose your mobile when you're traveling or it gets stolen and you need to make contact with somebody back home, just make sure that you have a list of your phone numbers written down or printed. Just have a hard copy of it available with you, not in your wallet but somewhere else at another location, so that if your bag gets stolen or if your bag gets lost, you don't lose the phone numbers also. Another list of phone numbers that you need to have is that of the embassy or the consulate of the country, of your country, in the country that you're traveling. So, like, I'm going to Saudi Arabia, I need to have the contact details of the embassy and the consulate there. In Saudi Arabia, it's not that much of an issue because we do have family and friends living there. So, in case something goes wrong, I can always get in touch with them. But also, you need to write down their phone numbers in case you've lost your mobile or something has gone wrong. You need to have their numbers handy so that you can make contact with them. But if you're going to a country which is very very new for you and you don't have any friends or family there, then you definitely need to have your embassy's contact details with you handy, so in case something goes wrong you are able to get in touch with them, especially if you lose your passport. I personally do this. I also add a list of all the hotels where I'm staying, their phone numbers and their contact details, and I leave a list here in at home here so that in case I'm unable, if people back home are not able to reach me there because of whatever reasons, maybe my mobile is turned off or something, they can make contact with me by calling the hotel. So that is another thing that I prefer doing. I have a father who's very, very worried, especially when we're traveling. So he's always concerned and he really would like to know where I am. So, in case my mobile's turned off and he has the hotel phone number, he can give me a call to find out if everything is okay. Lastly, it's money exchange, which I know a lot of people prefer doing it in the country of their destination. I prefer taking or exchanging my currency here from Pakistan itself. Somehow I feel more comfortable doing all the exchanges here, making all this arrangements from here itself this is just a personal choice, but I know there are a lot of people who will probably carry dollars with them and then exchange them in the other country. I don't exchange my currency to the dollar. I'll just usually just change the currency to the local currency of where I'm traveling. So when I travel to Turkey, it was liras, and when I travel to Saudi Arabia, it's going to be reals. So this is the long list of things that I prefer doing right before traveling. So this could be just like 24 hours before traveling, or maybe a day or two before traveling. The sooner you get things done, the better. When you're traveling and making contact with your bank and telling them, it's best you leave dates there so that they know that this is the duration where you will not where you will be making international transactions, or you could be making international transactions. So just keep everyone in the loop. That's the idea. Safety is very important. So all these things are just to make sure that you have a comfortable trip, and people around you are able to reach you whenever they want. So that's it for today. Come back tomorrow because I'm going to be sharing something else with you tomorrow. Until then, you stick around.